سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ربي سبحانك.
Assalamu alaikum. Atheism is based on believing in nature's capability of creation and generation. They attributed everything to it. Nature is everything, as the agnostic Carl Sagan said. Thomas Huxley, Darwin's bulldog, as he liked to be called, was calling nature dim nature, the biggest idol that is worshipped by atheists instead of Allah is nature. The biggest idol in the history of human disbelief. Atheism is idolatry that attributes to the materialistic nature the capability of creation, generation, and arrangement. Dr. Hussam Hamid said, the atheist climbed the mountain of sophistry, and while he was about to reach the highest peak of sophistry, he was intercepted by the last rock. After he went up, he found a group of idolaters sitting before him in the same place for centuries. Atheism believes in the power of nature, but it was discovered that the nature has a beginning and not self-sufficient. So how can you consider it as everything? This universe emerged from no time, no space. Nature emerged suddenly, so it isn't eternal. Among physicists, today there is a consensus that the universe has a beginning. At a certain point, the matter of the universe emerged. Time and space emerged after there was no time or space. This is a scientific consensus. Here was the biggest trouble for atheists. The famous atheist Arthur Eddington said, the notion that the universe has a beginning is repugnant to me. The beginning of the universe pushed many atheists all over the world to put many assumptions to justify the sudden emergence of the universe. The sudden emergence with such precision and constance. They said there may have been physical laws before our universe. Allah says in the Quran, and they have already disbelieved in it before, and would assault the unseen from a place far away. As a result of their disbelief, they guess the unseen without proofs or evidences. Any assumption to escape from religious arguments. The notion that there were physical laws before our universe is absurd, because there was nothing called before in nature. Before and after are words related to time, and the universe emerged from no time, and therefore there is no before in the natural world. And let me ask, does the assumption that there were laws before our universe answers the question, what is the source of these laws? Who created these laws? Who put them into effect? The law of gravitation is a mathematical description of a particular event. It isn't the event itself. To make it clear, the law of gravitation explains to me the speed of the fall of this pen and the cause of its fall, but it doesn't explain to me where this pen came from. It didn't create the pen. So the law of gravity will not create a billiard ball. It only describes its movement. The new atheists assumed that the law of gravitation is sufficient to create a billiard ball, billiard stick, and billiard player. Strange absurdity to justify myth. Strange absurdity to justify myth. Atheists had to think this way because they face real problems that they can only get out of with these miserable assumptions. Here another atheist may come to tell you, perhaps in the future we will find a solution to these problems. This is called referring to the future gaps. I will disbelieve, hoping that what supports my disbelief will emerge in the future. I will disbelieve because of evidence that may emerge in the future, in which I may not be alive. Atheists of the future will commit the same fallacy, and so on. Future itself will make fun of them. It isn't logical to resort to assumptions to prevent interpretation of a phenomenon in its context that clearly indicates the Creator. If we at this stage, and with these clear proofs, refuse to believe in the Creator, then at which stage shall we submit to Him? And they will say, if only we had been listening or reasoning, we wouldn't be among the companions of the blaze. Wassalamu alaikum.
سبحانك ربي سبحانك